Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. I'm sure you all know by now, if you're 18 or older, that is, that the Jews are not chosen by God, and that the white people never produced a single natural alpha leader of all of humanity. And that's also true with the LGBT community. So, what does it mean for the throne to be established in righteousness? We must first look away from the oppressor cultures and those who have assimilated to them, like token minorities. Carlton and Barack Obama are not spiritual and holy people. They're not righteous. People like them are not righteous. If you don't know this, then do you even know that grass appears green, so to speak? Do you even know that? Okay, because people who are that disingenuous are not going to make it to heaven. If you can't even admit that to yourself, right? What are you, a racist? What are you, some kind of government shell? Like, well, why not? Why on earth would you lie about that where it matters most, especially? So, the throne is established in righteousness, not white, Jewish, or LGBT privilege. Righteousness. So we're going to look to a tree of people that produce the most righteous people. And we're not going to make the oppressor's mistake of saying, well, there's some crackheads there. Okay, some of them are robbing stores. That is stupid. If you're not going to make that distinction between black people, do you make that distinction between people in general? Okay, so now that you're all living more in reality, if you're paying attention here, what type of person would it be? Well, it's right there in plain view. It's not going to be the cartoon Power Ranger, Powerpuff Girl image of something. It's not going to be some LGBT guy, not some goofy face guy at the gym, not some evil-faced military guy from whatever country. So what would it be? So you look at the Black Panther, you look at Michael J. White, you know they're both created by the LGBT community to mock the idea of a black martial artist. We look at capoeiras, people who do capoeira, capoeistas, what have you, and we see that they are not doing a divine martial art of God. They're simply doing a secular, profane African martial art. Okay. So what type of person would it be? It could only be me. And the throne is established through righteousness, which means telling the truth. It means the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, right? Wisdom is a tree of life. The soothing tongue is a tree of life. The longing fulfilled is a tree of life. That's what the Bible tells us. So it has to be someone who's wise and righteous, who tells the truth. Okay? And it can't be someone after my flesh dies. Why? Because we're already late into the timeline. We already look and see, hey, there's a lot of technology here. God is not going to expect you to follow anybody after my flesh dies. No way, no how. Because they couldn't even come close in the same universe of meeting the burden of proof before you commit yourself to following somebody. They have to meet the burden of proof. I have, no one else can ever again, because of technology, breeding, generational ill-gotten gains, cheating, and the kind of bad judgment we see here with reproducing, especially. All these things overkill what you know already in your souls. And neither should you be continuing yourselves. You should be preparing to meet your Maker in disgrace if you did not obey God through me. So righteousness is on his belt, right? Who wears belts, right? You know, regular people wear belts, right? Corrupt priests in the church wear belts, right? Martial artists wear belts, but which one? Buddhism, Hinduism, these aren't monotheistic traditions, so we can rule them out. Pagans, rule them out. We can rule out certain races, all races but black people, when we're looking for Christ, because God is not going to reward you. You reap what you sow, and no bad tree can bear good fruit. I'm not saying this, that, and another thing about race. I don't care about race. But we're looking for what tree brings us the ideal man, and it's going to be from black people. And it's got to be me, because no one else is even a valid martial artist. No one else is persecuted for righteousness' sake. Keyword, righteousness. So as we look at this thing, you know for sure In regards to the Bible, one of two things must be true. One, either the Bible is complete bullshit and I'm the ideal man. Or two, the Bible in a complex way is pointing to me. But some scriptures point to me more directly, like Exodus 15:3, Isaiah 11:5, Proverbs 16:12, what have you.